You guys, I haven't had a pumpkin spice latte for fall yet. Are they available yet? Tall ice caramel macchiato, double upside down, chef's kiss. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming my very first drugstore fall makeup tutorial using affordable makeup products for 2020. I feel like every single year around this time of the year, you guys will literally wait for me to start putting these videos up for very good reasons. Fall is one of my favorite seasons, and this is going to be my very first installment to my fall makeup series. So if you love anything beauty related, if you love reviews, first impressions, tutorials, or even like learning about my current favorite fall makeup products, make sure you guys stop what you're doing and subscribe to my channel. It is completely free, and while you're at it, press that like button so that way I know and I can film more videos just like this. Notifications need to be turned on if you guys want to be up to date as to when I upload, so make sure you guys also click that bell. And with it, let's zoom in and let's get started. Let's go. Oh, we are super close, you guys. Also, okay, here's the thing. I did my brows off camera simply because they are just going through some things, but honestly, I'm really liking how I filled them in today. A little warm, but I think I'll survive. Also, my eyelids are super dry. I don't know if you could tell. I recently changed up my skincare, and my entire skin, my entire face is super dry. I already did my brows off camera, and I have a little bit of concealer on my lids, but I'm gonna apply a little bit more. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. You guys, I recently started using this again, and I cannot believe I stopped using it. It is so good. I love it so much. I am currently using the shade Sand, and I'm just gonna take a brush to buff and blend that out. Usually I will use an eyeshadow primer, but today I'm just feeling concealer. Since my lids are a little bit more dry, I want to use something with a little bit more hydration on my lids to prime. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of powder. I'm just going to use my face powder, and I'm just going to dust a little bit into the crease here just to set it down, because it is concealer, and I find that when I don't set it down, it tends to get a little wonky. So I just want to apply a little bit, nothing crazy. You really don't want to overly mattify the lid. You just want a little bit of powder in the crease. All right, so now that that's done, I am going to jump into eyeshadow. The palette of choice today is going to be this palette right here by Profusion. This is the Gold Rush eyeshadow palette. Also, don't mind my nails. They got all messed up painting our new house. I definitely need to get them done, but I probably won't get them done anytime soon. Anyways, this is actually a spot-on dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. If you guys haven't watched that dupes video, I will have it listed up here and also down below if you guys want to binge watch my videos. That is definitely an option. I am going to start off with this one right here, this yellow shade. I'm gonna take that in my crease. This is gonna be a fall look, so I definitely want it to scream like fall colors and things like that, and this yellow is going to be perfect here on the lid in the crease. As you can see, very pigmented. A little bit goes a very long way. I really love the formula of Profusion eyeshadow palettes. I think they are really good. If you guys didn't know, you can actually find Profusion inside of Walmart, so very easily accessible as well. I'm really loving this shade all in the crease. It's super pretty. The next shade I'm going to take from within the Profusion palette is this one right here. This one is called Camel. It is a really beautiful kind of like warm tone brown, but it's not too orange. I'm going to take that on the same brush, and I'm just going to start building it right here in the outer V of my lid. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here in the corner. This one is called Brown Sugar. As you can see, compared to Camel, it definitely pulls a little bit more red. I'm going to take that on an M433 brush, and I'm lightly going to start buffing this closest to this outer part of the eye. I'm also going to focus the majority of it towards the base of my lash line. And this is just going to create such a beautiful gradient. You guys know I'm all about gradients when it comes to eyeshadow. I feel like layering colors is key to getting such a beautiful seamless blend. And I am all about that. I'm now going to go back into the shade right here called Camel, and I'm just going to add a little bit more into my crease because I feel like after adding a little bit of the shade called Brown Sugar, I kind of lost the Camel shade in the process. So I'm just going to re-intensify it just in the crease. Just like that. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this look so far. I'm telling you guys, fall looks are my favorite. So I definitely feel like we have a really good blend going on. I do want to add a little oomph to like this very, very inner part right here. So I have two options. I can go in with Busy Bee or Buttercup, but I'm just probably going to dip in between the two. And this is just a pencil brush. This is a Morphe, what is this? It's rubbed off. This is a M321. I will have the brushes that I use within today's video listed down below if you guys are interested in checking those out. I do have very distinct brushes that I like to use in my makeup videos, so I'll link them for you guys. Oh, I like the way that looks. Okay. We see you, yellow. We do. With a clean brush, I'm just gonna lightly diffuse this out because we want like the yellow, but we don't want it to be like super stark and harsh. We want it to be nice and blended. So for my lid, I'm thinking a really pretty bronze. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's called Glorious. It is a little bit on the darker side, so I'm gonna mix in a little bit of Winter as well. And then I'm going to spritz my brush with a little bit of the Catrice Prime and Fine. You guys know this is one of my favorites. It is their Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I highly recommend it. But the reason I'm going in with a bronze is because I definitely don't want my lid to read too yellow or too gold or too champagne. I really want to keep this a little bit more on the deeper side, so I'm gonna bronze it up with this color. I'm not cutting my crease either, just because I do want this look to be very, very user-friendly. And I feel like for a long time, people were forced to believe that you had to cut your crease to get an eye look like this, but that's definitely not the case. You can go in with a little bit of fixing spray, Fix Plus, whatever you have to add a little bit of slip, and it'll look just as good as it would if you cut your crease. Little tip. I'm giving y'all all the deets. I'm just gonna take my finger and start patting this right here in the center of my lid, just so that way it blends a little bit better in with the mattes. So I'm definitely at a point where I want to go in with some liner. So I'm going to throw it back to the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in the shade Blackest Black. This definitely was a cult favorite of mine for so long. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, and I don't know, am I going to do a cat eye wing? I'm going to first start off by lining my lid. I'm just going to take an angled brush and just slowly start to build this up. So I usually try not to dip into other palettes whenever I'm doing like affordable looks and stuff, but I don't have a black within the Profusion palette, so I'm gonna use the Milani Bold Obsessions palette, and I'm gonna take that black and I'm gonna use it to lightly start to smoke out the liner. I feel like it's a lot easier to go in with a shadow to do this step as opposed to trying to use the gel eyeliner. And the brush I did switch to is a M506 by Morphe. So now that that's nice and smoked out, I'm gonna go in with brown sugar, and I'm just gonna blend that into the black just so that way it blends beautifully. So here's the real kicker, you guys. After buffing and really just smoking out that liner, I'm gonna go in with a makeup wipe, and I'm actually gonna clean up all the fallout, and I'm gonna sharpen up this edge right here to create more of a smoked out winged eyeliner. I don't know, I just feel like this is my vibe. Anytime the seasons start to change, I look for something a little bit more dramatic, but do you guys see what I did there? Like, it's super pretty. I'm actually gonna cut it in a little bit more, and after you clean that up, it really just changes the entire vibe of the look, which I love. So I'm gonna continue cleaning this up, and I'm gonna do this on both sides. So now that my under eye area is nice and cleaned up, I can definitely see the vision. I do want to start working on my base makeup. So I'm gonna start off with primer. I'm gonna go in with the Jelly Pop Dew Primer by e.l.f. I'm gonna use the last bit of this. I do have a backup in my collection, so don't even fret. Oh my God, I can't believe we made it to the very end. You guys know I've been trying to use this up for a little minute now. And I'm gonna put this all over. This is like glue for your skin. It's super tacky, and anything you put on top of it is really just going to stick and adhere to it for a long period of time, which is what I'm all about. Speaking of priming, I am gonna double prime. I'm also gonna use another e.l.f. primer. I feel like they really kill it in their primer category. This is the Matte Putty Primer, and I'm only going to focus this right here in this area, and that may be a little bit too much. Again, this is the matte formula. I'm really just gonna mattify this area right here. It also does a really good job at filling in my pores. All right, so we're in a really good place. I am gonna go in with foundation. I know, big shocker. I feel like I haven't really been wearing foundation really in my videos, but today I'm gonna use this by Physicians Formula. This is the Healthy Foundation. It is one of my favorites. It's a great foundation for all skin types. It does have that applicator that y'all know I hate. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand and I'm gonna start building it up with a brush. I do actually wanna revisit the brush that Selena Gomez just launched. It is this one right here. It's her foundation brush, and I'm just going to use this to build up the foundation on my face. I really want you guys to pay attention at how buildable this foundation is with the brush that I'm using by Rare Beauty. Like, so pretty. Like this side compared to this side. Like, honey, this side needs some work, but this side, flawless. And I love how skin light this foundation is. Like, my skin looks very healthy, but it's still like full on coverage. Again, if you guys haven't watched my full-blown first impressions wear test and review video on the Rare Beauty line by Selena Gomez, I will actually have it listed up in the cards if you guys want to watch that video after this video, in case you want to binge watch my content. You know, that sounds like a pretty awesome plan if you ask me. For concealer, I will be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one is in a lighter shade. This one is in the shade Light 15. And I'm gonna use this as my under eye concealer just because I do want more of a brightening effect. Also gonna take some here. I do like to let my concealer set for maybe about 45 seconds before I go in and blend it out. So I'm gonna let this sit here for a little minute. I'm also going to take some down the bridge, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. Again, wait 45 seconds and then blend it out. The brush I'm gonna use is also by Rare Beauty. This is their concealer brush, and I'm just going to really focus this underneath the eyes to buff and blend the concealer. It is a little stiff, but I kind of love that for buffing and blending out concealer. Following that, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals Loose Mineral Powder, and this is going to be used to set underneath my eyes. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this just because I really don't need all that much to set my under eye area. Now I'm gonna go back into the Pro Fusion Gold Rush palette, and I'm gonna pick up that shade called Camel on a brush by Collab. This is our Schwartz shader brush for underneath the eyes, and I'm just going to start working this and blending this under here so that way everything just comes together and comes to life. All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna do for shadow is I'm gonna pick up this shade right here. It's called Enlighten. It is such a beautiful like honey gold, and I'm gonna pop that in my very inner corner to just add a little bit of color to this look. Then for liner, I'm gonna go in with one of the ColourPop eyeliners. This one here is probably one of my favorite shades. It's called Cross, C-R-S-S-D, and I'm just going to use this in my waterline. Now I'm gonna go in with some powder. This is the Super Safe Full Coverage Face Powder by Maybelline. Now this definitely is a product that you may want to use on its own and not over top of a liquid foundation, but I'm balling out today. Like, we're going all out with product. I definitely want to do more of a full glam look. So I'm gonna pick up some of this product and I'm just going to powder the perimeter of my face. As you can see, this is definitely giving me a very flawless full coverage effect. I'm also going to use this on my chin because my chin needs all the help right now. Like I said before, my face is really just, it's breaking out. It's giving up on me. It's like, bitch, we hate you. Anyways, let's move on. I definitely want to go in with some bronzer. I'm going to throw it back to a bronzer that I absolutely love. This one here is by Milani. This is the Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Suntan. I love this so much. I'm going to just take it on a Sephora number 96, and I'm just going to use it to add some color to my skin. This is one of those bronzers that doesn't have any kickback in the pan. Like, you could literally go as hard as you want and there's absolutely no kickback. For me, it's very comparable to my Fenty Sunstalka bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. So if you guys want an affordable dupe option for that, I feel like this is a really good one. Also gonna take some of this and just run it alongside my nose to give me some color. Wow, I feel like my face looks so different because I haven't been doing full coverage looks in a minute, but I'm living for it. It literally looks like I have a filter on my face. That's how flawless this makeup is looking right now. For blush, I'm sure you guys probably expect nothing less but Almay Healthy Hue blush in the shade Nearly Nude, one of my personal favorites. These blushes are incredible. If you guys have not tried them out, then what are you waiting for? So good. I'm just gonna take this a little bit higher than usual. You guys know I've just been applying my blush like right up here because it gives off a different vibe for me. And for highlight, I'm gonna go into this little bite-size face palette that e.l.f. just came out with. This one here is in the shade Pomegranate, and I'm just gonna take the highlight from within the little duo, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and just pop it here. Nothing crazy though, you guys know highlight hasn't really been my best friend. So I'm gonna keep it pretty high on my face. Let me know, am I the only one who just hasn't been vibing with a lot of highlight? Are we past this stage? Like, I love highlight on my nose, but like, here, no. Let me know down below in the comments. I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe and wipe off my lip balm. Then I'm gonna go in with the lip liner by ColourPop. This is in the shade BFF2. Oh no, BFF3. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna line my lips with it. You know what? I'm actually gonna fill my lips in completely with this, so. Then with this lip product right here by e.l.f., this actually came in a collection set. I will have it listed down below if you guys are interested in it. This is their matte lip color in the shade Natural. I'm just gonna pop a little bit in the center to add just a subtle pop, like a subtle ombre effect. And the last and final thing I have left to do is pop on false lashes and mascara. I'm probably gonna do more of a dramatic lash like this one right here, but you guys can literally do whatever it is that you want. I wanna say that these are Bella Bay by New Balance lashes. Whoa, those are super dramatic. Lashes are on. Again, I am gonna pop on some mascara. I'm gonna use the Maybelline, the Falsies Lash Lift, just to coat my lashes and blend them in with the falsies. This is just a trick I like to do. I don't like to take it all the way up my lash. I literally just take a little bit, boop, 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 and then I'm good to go. I'm also gonna take some of this on my lower lash line too, but just not too much. The last and final thing I'm gonna do is I am going to set my face down and in place with the Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray by Catrice. Again, one of my all-time favorites. I wanna say it's like $7. Not too shabby. All right, you guys, so I went ahead and zoomed you out just so that way you can get a feel for the look as a whole. Honestly, from afar, honey, this look could very well pass for a high-end makeup look, but it's not. This is a drugstore fall makeup tutorial using affordable beauty products, which is so crazy. Like, I'm mind blown right now because my makeup looks so flawless. This was not a first impressions by any means. This is me using products that I know, love, and would very well recommend a million times over. So definitely check out the description box down below. This eyeshadow, Profusion, killing it, hitting it out of the park. So again, I will have everything listed down below. If you guys want to continue to see fall looks, affordable fall looks, or just using any products for that matter, let me know by giving this video a big old like. Smash that like button because likes really ensure that I'm able to continue to film videos just like this. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.